This is an installed height checker. It reads just like a micrometer, so it just goes on here. I'm going to put the retainer on just like I'm putting the spring on. There you go, 1875. Hey, I'm back to assemble these 351 Cleveland heads. I fully rebuilt. I put guides in them, hardened seats, 3-angle valve job, I surfaced them, and I faced all the valves. Then I ran into a little problem when I went to test these springs. So instead of checking for seat pressure, I'm going to check for seat pressure. But to test these springs, I wanted to open them way up, so I set this at 240. There you go. I had 7 of them that tested 240. But several of them, not several, the rest of them, 230. Happy Thursday, how we doing? Hey, you guys want some free springs? There you go, come and get them. Look who was waiting to get petted. He's a good boy, huh, Bear? Yes, you is. That barrel was filled to the top yesterday. Some scrapper came by and gave it to him. I just gave the steel away. It's not really worth anything. It's not worth time to haul it. So anyways, I ordered some, I went on to Comp's website, ordered some 911-16s. And the warehouse told me that was superseded to a 26911-16. Supposed to be the same spring, but they're not. So here they are. They showed up Tuesday. So I didn't even look at the specs on the end of the box. I just grabbed one and threw it in my spring tester, testing it at 1/900. It's supposed to be 122 pounds. Well, look at this says. They're 120 at inch 850. These just aren't going to work. This guy has a 570 solid hydraulic camshaft. And, you know, I can't get to that installed height. I'd have to shim them up too far. I called the tech line at Comp, waited on hold forever, and I asked the guy, what's up? You superseded these to this other number. I said, they're totally a different spring. Why would you supersede it to a number that doesn't match? And he said, well, that's the engineers. And I told him, can you contact them, tell them how stupid they are? That why would you supersede a number that's not even the same? It'd be like, you know, say going down to buy a Chevrolet pickup and they give you a Ford one. Oh, it's the same. No, it's not. Really upset me. So watch out when you get Comp springs, or maybe Comp anything that's been superseded to another number. It might not be the same. So I actually found some 911-16s on from a company called ATEC. They supply Summit. I buy it direct from ATEC. So I got some 911s. Here, these just showed up this morning. And they're the proper spring that I wanted, 1/900 at 122. So that's the spec that's in the book for this spring. It's correct. I'm going to squeeze them down to inch 870. I want a little bit more seat pressure than 122. So that puts my seat pressure at 130. And over the nose, it'll be 320 pounds. Perfect. Okay, so here we are. I'm ready to assemble. I got to oil the valves. I got all the new springs laid out. I'm using spring cups. I've measured all the installed heights. Exhausts are pretty close because I put seats in them. The intakes are what they are. I jumbled the valves around to try to make them as close as I could. I got them pretty close. And I got just a few. The intakes are all going to take a 30 and then a couple of 15s on, just a couple of them. I got some seals here, hardened valve locks. So this is going in a Cobra kit car. I decided to use these seals rather than this style of seal. I prefer these seals on like a drag race car or something, but not on the street. They don't flex at all. And as the valve guide's aware, these seals I think will control the oil better. So let me get them oiled. Hey, I just remembered, some in the comments asked me if I could tell how much these are surfaced. And I told them, yeah, kind of. So check this out. There's a spot right here that's got a little bit of thickness. And, you know, it hasn't been surfaced a lot. The same on the corners. The 4 corners all have these cast spots below the deck. So these heads haven't been plowed. I've seen these heads before where that thing's almost gone. I don't know about these heads. On a small block Ford, there's a measurement right here. You can measure to the short bolt holes is 1/400. Here, let me go show you. Let me go get a head. Hang on. So here's one here. This is a GT40. Has a 4-bar head. You make 3 and 4 bars. See those bars? This is a 3. The angles are different between the two heads, so watch out if you get these GTO heads. So anyways, that measurement right here across this little head bolt, I'll turn my finger over, is 1/400 on a small block Ford. That's how you can tell how much has been surfaced off of it. When I said angle, it's the angle of the spark plugs between the car and the truck. They're different angles, so if you're hot rodding one of these, make sure you get the correct one for your headers or your exhaust manifolds, because the spark plugs will run into them if the application is wrong. Okay, let's oil them up. This is Clevite bearing guard. We'll start with oil on these spring pads. That'll kind of glue them down. Let me show you how I determine installed height. So this is an installed height checker. It reads just like a micrometer, except instead of 25 thousandths around, it's 100. Boring bar setup mics are 50 revolution, not 25. I've seen a lot of people mess up bores, the young boys. So let me show you how to do this. So it just goes on here. And put the retainer on just like I'm putting the spring on. Keepers go on. My hands are in the way. There you go, 1875. There you go. And that's where all these numbers came from. I calculated this the other day. They didn't come from the Easter Bunny or Santa Claus. Let me put some seals on these and I'll assemble them. I was just thinking I forgot about the tooth fairy. I didn't get them from him either. Hey, I forgot to mention, don't forget to set these down on some cardboard. Don't scratch up my fresh surface. Okay, let's put the seals on them. I mentioned gluing down these spring cups with oil. It's because if they're big diameter, they will fall off when I tip the head up to assemble it. The oil holds it down on the head. So these actually can't fall off. It's just habit, and it's good to have a habit, as long as it's not drugs. And always put your shims on before the seals. Because some seals like these wouldn't go on, but like Hondas and stuff, people put the seals on before they put the shim on accidentally, and it'll ruin the seal. So always put the shim on first, even if it's large enough diameter. Just do it out of habit. Okay, here's what I'm talking about. Here's a Chevy head. If I didn't put oil on this, look what happens when I put it down. That's why I put oil on them. I tipped them up. No more cardboard. Hey, look at this. I forgot to show you this earlier. See this 1/200? That's when the coils are supposed to, that's coil bind. I measured the coil bind, I forgot to tell you guys. It's 1 inch 40. So that number is 140 thousandths off of their spec, which is okay, but I'm glad it's not the other way. It wouldn't have worked. You always gotta check your springs. We go, wear glasses. Anytime you're doing something anywhere, just wear glasses. You only got 2 eyes. Here we go. Go. Got all the springs on them. One step left. I have to vacuum test them. Hey, I numbered all these valves. Make sure all your numbers are sitting straight up and down. You don't have to put those numbers straight up and down, but I do. Hey, I better hurry up here before David gets that servicer going. I got to get these heads bagged up. So let me vacuum test them. Here's my vacuum tester. I just cover the port and lets me know if it's sealing. It's got a rubber pad on it. So I just put it on here, and I pull the trigger. Good. I got to cover the crossover to do this one. Good. Here's a picture of that Cobra in the repair shop. There you go. Set of factory Ford Cleveland heads with a little bit of modifications. Boy, this thing's really going to smoke the tires in that Cobra 11-to-1 compression, that big old 570 lift cam. I don't know what kind of carbs they have on it, but yeah, it's going to run great. Thanks for coming along, you guys. Come back and see me again. I'll be doing something else tomorrow. In the meantime, you guys be nice to each other.